Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Mark Riggleman, Executive Director of Classical Music Chicago, and it's a pleasure to welcome you to this year's Do-It-Yourself Messiah performance. Our Do-It-Yourself Messiah would not be possible without the support of our generous sponsors and contributors. We are grateful to have support from the Philip and Judy Nussbaum Family Trust, the Chicago Sunday Evening Club, the Illinois Arts Council. Please join me in thanking them. And special thanks to Stanley Sperber and Richard Young for all the work they've devoted to organizing this year's performance. I would also like to acknowledge our wonderful ensemble of musicians who are providing the instrumental colors to the performance, and our marvelous soprano and countertenor soloists. Would you please give them a round of applause? As I'm sure many of you know, Stanley has been conducting our Do-It-Yourself Messiah for more than 20 years. We are always grateful that he is willing to return each year. Aside from his superb musicianship, he always brings enormous energy and enthusiasm to each performance. So at this time, would you please join me in welcoming Maestro Stanley Sperber.
Thank you very much. Don't get too confident because you see me sitting down. I'll be standing for the choral movements and I'll find everyone here. Let's see what I had to say here. So, funniest one in the class. Evening, sopranos. Hey, welcome.
Woo!
Altos. How come they're so enthusiastic?
They're going to fall behind.
Was that said in to denigrate them?
No, we would never do that.
Because let me tell you something, sopranos. You're on the way to being altos. But that's the way. So some of my best friends are altos. Yeah. Tenors, how you doing? How come there's going to be holes in the tenor section? You guys don't want to come forward? You're afraid, huh? Okay. If you change your mind, and you just might, then come forward. Faces, how you doing? They're not shy. They're never shy. So, I want to welcome you to another year of mutual searching for the right notes and rhythms in the sound. I'm thrilled to be back in Chicago. Mark says 20 years. I've been here past 25 years. Oh, he's only been here for 5 years, so he doesn't know. But it's been at least, well, I don't want to say. Anyway, I'm always thrilled to be back here. I want to forgive you for the fact that I have a bit of a horse, that I'm a little horse. Or should I say a pony? That's not a good one. Okay. I sat next to a guy on the plane who had a bit of a sore throat, and I'm not sure that's a good idea. Okay, good. And I told the guy, drink a lot of tea with honey, and by the time we get to Chicago, you'll be fine. And so I asked we don't call them stewardess anymore, we flight attendant, sorry. I asked her, it's okay if I say O'Hara, right? Yeah. I asked her if she would bring in some tea with honey, and she came back with just tea. And so I said to the flight attendants, I said, honey, please. And she looked at me and said, I prefer if you wouldn't address me as honey. I said, okay, I apologize. And she brought him a whole bunch of honey. He drank tea and honey nonstop. And we landed in Chicago. He was fine. I was hoarse. So I'm sorry, but then again, I'm not singing here. You are. So, you know. How many first timers do we have here tonight? Whoa!
Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble.
Now that is terrific. That is terrific. Let me see again the sopranos. Wow. That is wonderful. First of all, welcome. We're really happy to always see first timers. Where have you been the last 40 years? Singing with the opposition someplace. Okay, well, we hope you're going to come back, because next year I'm going to say, how many second timers do we have? I want to see you raise your hand. Oh, we have a few already. So, I'm sure that you guys here for the first time will feel comfortable amongst this wonderful chorus that comes here every year. If by some chance you do not, let's say the person on your right is singing something indefinable, or even from a different piece.
All right.
Then turn away from your right, go to your left, and if that person is not doing too well, then you probably should change your row. And if that doesn't help, you should change your section. Right?
Yeah.
Because the sopranos, you're going to be altos, some of you are going to become tenors. Tenors, I don't wish you to become basses, but that's going to happen too. That's going to happen too. Our voices come down sometimes, but sometimes they come up. So who knows? I would prefer that you stay tenors, because that's always our small section. How about our veterans? Do we have any 35-year veterans here?
Oh, yeah. Woo! College. Let's hear it. College every year.
You still don't know your music, huh? Keep coming back.
40 years.
Oh, we're really happy. We're
Might
happy
be
to see you
more,
as
I'm
well.
afraid to say.
Take care of the first timers if you could. Okay, I would like to get started by auditioning each one of you individually.
Yeah, right. Ain't gonna happen. We're
I didn't think
bad.
you were going to believe that.
What,
we
does
won't.
it smell like dope up
We won't do
here?
that.
I like
But
that.
we
We're in
will
church. We're doing the Messiah and it
test the balance
smells
of
like
the
dope.
chorus.
I just love
By
it.
having
I don't even
each
smoke
group-
dope. I just think it's really funny. This first year for that.
We'll see if we're balanced. The previous chorus did pretty well. As far as balance was
I hope it's not the
concerned.
conductor.
There was one section that sang a little bit too loud. Which section do you think it was?
Sopranos!
I'll tell you later. No, it wasn't.
It
Anyway,
was the Sopranos, so we were off.
so before we do it, and I want to make sure I don't attack the wrong people, I need to see hands of all those who are non-singing guests here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll try to remember.
Make them sing.
Okay, sopranos? Okay. And also I need to see hands from the non-singing singers. Okay, now I'm sure you'll be fine. So I'm going to ask Michael. By the way, we have a new organ player, first time, he's fantastic. Michael Reese. Who's up there.
Woo, Michael! Michael!
And I think Mark already thanked our instrumentalists, but I'll thank them later. So would you four be so kind and stand up and receive the applause of the audience?
Woo! Woo!
This is a quartet that plays well with a conductor and even better without. So it's a really pleasure. It's a pleasure for me to be before them. So let's see what happens. Would you be so kind with C major chord? Basics are going to take this. The text is going to be Lou. So just the basics. Okay, let's say that was piano. Do mezzo forte. I like the piano better. Okay? G tenors. No, it's just like in the first chorus. I told them that this piece was written before the invention of the elevator. So don't do loo. Try to do loo. If anything, attack it from the top. Again. Yeah.
That's better.
Not aggressive. Again. There you go. Altos on the E. There's some gals who wait to hear the pitch from the other girls, and then they come in because it's safe. It's like having someone check the water before you jump in. Come on, altos, courage.
Pretty.
Okay? Much to the vibrato, so it's no. Okay? And we have the high C, not the high C, but the one above the altos for the sopranos. Thank you, Michael. Here we go. Small section with the biggest sound. So now what we're going to do is you're going to sing a drop less, you're going to sing a drop more, we're going to listen to each other and sing together.
Yeah.
You remember your pitch? Good.
Yes.
On my beat. Yeah, it sounded a little like a guitar. Okay? Which was the
We were
last
good.
sound that sounded in the chord? Anyone want to confess it's good for the soul?
No.
Okay, again, I'm not going to tell anyone it was a tenor. It's okay.
It's always it's usually the bass.
One more drill. Come on, start piano and make a small crescendo. Here we go. That's now you're sounding the chorus. Okay, great. Okay, now we did that. We have to move ahead because we're always finding a thought in these poems. I'm just going to conclude before we start our singing rehearsal with a quick Messiah story. Now, if I have told it before, especially I'm speaking to the 35-year-old, the 35 member who's in here, you probably won't remember anyway. But
I've heard
anyway,
it.
if you do remember, stop me if you have the courage to do it.
No.
So what happened was 15 years ago, I was invited by the Shanghai Opera Company to come there and conduct the first Chinese performance of the Requiem by Fauré. And then they asked me if I would stay another week and prepare Messiah for my good friend and colleague JoAnne Denison, who is now a resident of Chicago. You've probably heard of him. And today he's conducting Messiah in Rome. So that's quite amazing. So I stayed on and began to prepare the choir who did not speak English to Messiah, which, as you know, has endless text. And I asked the orchestra to send me a translator that could translate my instructions in Chinese. So they sent me a translator, and he spoke Chinese and German, no English. So
Wow.
that was a bad start. My Chinese was limited to Xie Xie, which means thank you, and Mi Fan, which means rice. And that's not very helpful in front of the chorus. But somehow we got through it. And then John came and did his rehearsal in the concert. Master Chang asked me to sit next to him as my guest, and I did. And when we got to the Hallelujah chorus, the Americans and Europeans stood up, of course, as is the custom, and I did as well. As I got halfway up, Chang grabbed my arm and said, "Please remain seated." Okay? So at the end of the concert, I said to him, "Master, what in the world happened?" He said, "I didn't tell you this, but 3 rows behind us, there were 3 members of the Chinese Communist Party, and they would have interpreted your standing up as a religious move, and I could have lost my job." Right. So much for freedom of expression and religion in that country. We Americans are blessed with the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, which guarantee us these basic freedoms, and we should never forget to appreciate this. Right, amen, is right. And part of the outcome of that is what makes this day for us so special. We are assembled here, men and women, from all races and creeds, and yet we respect each other, of course, in each other's beliefs, and we support each other. That's the way it should be, and music, of course, is a big help to this end. So, we embrace the rights of everyone to be individuals. And so that's really helpful when we read the relevant passages in Messiah. "Comfort ye my people, speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, and cry unto her that her warfare is accomplished, and her iniquity is pardoned." And of course, peace on earth, goodwill towards men, let it be. Yeah. Okay, so now we go to the rehearsal. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. So we're going to begin with "And the Glory of the Lord," which is on page 16 in your Shermer edition.
All right.
You're going to have to stand up for this, even those singers who are not singers.
Good. It ain't China.
Here we go. I'll just go to the first sentence, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Here we go. Second one is "Glory to God." In the Shermer edition, it's page 82. Here we go. Michael's on the ball. Okay. So the soprano, alto, and tenor. Please be patient, please. Okay? We have an entrance, but not now. 3, 4. last 40 years, but I try to anticipate the beat and move ahead. You're a fraction behind, but that's okay, we're getting used to it. No, just be a little more aggressive. I know you're not that way in private life, but you gotta. So, next is his yoke is easy. It's page 98 in your Sherman scores. So you want to get the crown there first? Again. Here we go. Video. 3, 4. Release the long note. Even make a rest on the second beat. You all follow and start the 3 notes earlier. You know what I mean? So you don't need to sing the top. Okay, move forward. Here we go. I know his joke isn't so easy. I know.
Only in music.
Here we go. 1 and 2. Get rid of the tag and move. It's terrific. Behold the Lamb. It's in the Shermer edition, 104. Well, I'm an 8, and I hope you will be as well. So, they've cured their disease, but it's a catching. You're going to go behind me. Sing ahead of me. Don't worry. Sing ahead of me. Okay? One more time. We're going to take it, we're going to take it the top. Just move ahead. Don't worry about it. 7, 8. 2. Two. Me. That's good. Next is Shirley, which is 113 in your score. Which is playing on singles like he's a quarterback. Here we go. All right, reinforcements are on the way. On the way out. Here we go. 3, 4. consonant that begins with like surely. That takes a lot of time in SH. You like to sing on the beat, already. So the SH has come before. So it'd be surely. So that when I get to my downbeat, you're singing orally. So bring the SH early. There's no way you can sing SH and U at the same time. It's impossible. So bring the consonant early. I'm not charging for any of these advice. Here we go. Again. Deep breath. 3, 4. Which is 210, 210 for you. Now, when you get to this one, we're going to get the downbeat from, in the microphone. Okay. You're going to get the downbeat from Michael, and then you're going to sing a cappella. This is the only a cappella singing in the piece, right? So he will play A minor, for example. That's the first chord. And then he gets out of the way. It's all yours. So sing piano, right? And see if you can follow my beat. Here we go. Michael on the downbeat. Stay up to the concert. Comes sooner. That's the ace on my beat. Sixth has to be early.
Yep.
Second is early. Okay? Same lesson. Bring the consonant before the beat. Microphone. I'll come out without the microphone, but with the two soloists. And we'll begin. You may sit down. Thank you very much.
Yay!
Well done.
Oh, it's hot here. How's my battery here?